Hi, Willie Mayette here, and you're listening to another edition of Willie Answers, where your piano questions get answered. So in my homeschool piano course, Thomas asked me a question here, and he says, which note can I leave out for the least loss of overall tone? Because four-finger chords are difficult for small hands. So he's talking about like a chord like this, like a C7 chord, 4 notes, you know, and then maybe that one might be fine for his particular hands to reach, but maybe something like this, like A major 7, where it's like a little bit more stretched out, or B major 7. So the first tone that you can always leave out is the 5th. Okay, so like on a C7 chord, you could leave that 5th out. And the 5th is that the 3rd note up, okay? And that's if you're in a root position. Okay, so there's B major 7, that's the 5th right there, the 5th of the chord, okay? C7, there's the 5th of the chord. Now, sometimes what happens is like trying to get in between those two notes is difficult. You know, if you got, you know, large hands, it's like kind of hard to get those notes without kind of like hitting one of the other notes. So one thing I would definitely suggest you do is grab at the notes. So look at what I'm doing with the chord here. See how I'm grabbing at the notes, all right? And notice I'm not doing this. I'm not pulling back, you know, and I'm not like going down, you know, like that. I'm just grabbing at the notes, so I can just grab and stick. So think of it like this: I grab and I stick, grab and stick, grab and stick. And I'm grabbing and I'm using the pads of my finger. I grab and I stick, like that, right? And that makes it a lot easier to actually be able to grab at those chords and grab all of those notes in the chords. You're literally grabbing at the notes. But if you find that you can't get all of those notes, then leave out the 5th of the chord, all right? So you can always leave out the 5th. The other thing you could do is you could always move to a different inversion. So this is a C7 chord as well. If you're playing if you put a C in the left hand, so there's a C7 to an F7. And you notice that each time I'm grabbing at those chords each time. Notice I'm not doing this. I'm not pushing, slamming. No, I don't have to do that. If I want to play loud, I can just grab a little bit faster. So now I'm just moving between those two chords, C7 and F7, and I'm doing it in an inversion. Moving between inversions makes it a lot easier for you to be able to move between your chords, okay? And I talk about that in my Piano Essentials program, which is available to all members of my Piano with Willie site. So if you'd like to get your hands on Piano Essentials, sign up at pianowithwillie.com as a student, and I'll be happy to send that to you. All right, so that's it for Willie Answers, this edition of it. I'll see you in the next question. Remember, ask your questions, and I'll answer them for you. Post in our student forum at forums.jazzedge.com and get your piano and music questions answered. Thanks for watching.